Doing it back here again with a new collection video, and in this video I'm showing off all of my Stephen King books and all the films that I own based on Stephen King's books. I got a comment on one of my last videos of someone asking me about the Stephen King books that they saw on my bookshelf, and they asked me if I was ever going to do a video showing them off. And I actually been wanting to do this for a while. I've been wanting to do videos showing off the books that I own and the books that I enjoy, and so I thought that this would be the best time to do it. Now, I did do a video years ago showing off all the films that I own that are based on Stephen King's work, but like I said, that video was years old and I've added a few movies since then, and so I thought that I would include those as well. Now, I don't go out and collect Stephen King books. Basically what I do is if I see one at an antique store or at a secondhand store for a good price, I'll pick them up. You know, I'm not somebody that's trying to collect every single Stephen King book he's ever written, mostly because I just don't have the space to collect them all or the time to read them all. But I do have I've got a few good titles. I don't have the biggest Stephen King collection. I've got a pretty small one compared to other people who collect his books, but I still thought I would show them off. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm not going to talk about each specific title. I'm just going to, show them off, show off the cover, and then move on to the next book. So the first three books I'm going to show I got from one of my father's friends, and I believe all three of these are first editions, but I'm not 100% sure. But the first one I'm going to show is The Shining, one of the greatest horror books ever written. Love the front cover right there. There you go. Now, next one, I absolutely love the front cover for this one. That is Pet Sematary. I mean, I just love that image of, you got Louis Creed right there carrying Gage. You got the cemetery, the cross right there, and a big shot of church right there. There we go. And the last one that I got from my father's friend, and that is Cujo. Okay, now most of the rest of these I got from in antique stores, but this next one I got from Ollie's Bargain Outlet for a really, really good price. I believe it was maybe less than $5, but it's Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. I really love this back image right here. It says Red Rum written on the wall right there in blood, and you got the tub right there with blood, coming out of the tub. Really great image. Alright. Now I have two copies of this next book, and that is The Dark Half. And the reason why I have two copies is because I bought one of them at an antique store, and then my aunt gave me another one. And if you notice, they have subtle differences in the cover. Like, for instance, on this one, Stephen King's name is lighter, and this one, his name is darker. And also the title itself is different on each cover. Like, this one has sort of a brown outline to it, as you can see. And this one has sort of a green outline. So I just thought it was just kind of cool that, I ended up getting two copies, and they both have they both have subtle differences. Like, even Stephen King's photo on the back is different. Like, this one is a bit darker than this one, which I thought that was kind of cool. Up next, Nightmares and Dreamscapes. I've read this. Really good stories in this one. Then we have Needful Things. Okay. And the last of the big hardbacks, Heartless in Atlantis. Or Hearts in Atlantis. Alright. Then right here we have a pretty small paperback of It. I absolutely love that artwork on the front. It's kind of creepy, but it's also just kind of cheesy. Like, I like the blue stars in his eyes. Then we have Blaze by Richard Bachman, but it's got a foreword by Stephen King. And the last book that I own of him, like I said, I don't have a very large collection, but The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. There we go. So that's it for the books, but I do have this pretty cool magazine right here. I got this right when it came out. It's put up by Entertainment Weekly, and it's the ultimate guide to Stephen King. And this just has a lot of great images. You know, like I said, it came out right when It was just coming out. So there's a lot of great images, lots of great information about his books, interviews. Just a really great read. I would definitely recommend this. I'm pretty sure you could probably find it online if you wanted to find it, but like I said, lots of great photos, great information, and just an all-around great magazine right here. I love that back image right there of him, on his motorcycle. I don't consider what I do work, it's making stories up in my head. I've always loved that quote. So yeah, very cool. Alright, now I'm going to move on to his films, and just like his books, I don't have every single, movie that has been released based on, his books or his work. I've got a pretty small collection, but I am happy with what I do have. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the DVDs. First is Creepshow. Absolutely love this. Really love this anthology. I think my two favorite stories are the one with the old man who, he hates the bugs, and then the one with Ted Danson. Really enjoy both of those. And I do have Creepshow 2 on DVD, and I also have it on Blu-ray, and I'll show it when I show off the Blu-rays. A lot of these movies I have more than one copy of. Up next we have Misery. Really hope to pick up the Scream Factory release of this at one point. Then we have Cujo, which comes in this pretty cool see-through slipcover. Storm of the Century, which I really did enjoy. I also have this on VHS in a 2-tape set, but I thought this was a really great, mini-series. This is in one of those Echo Bridge, multi-film DVD set. And the last one of the DVDs is one film that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and that is The Night Flyer. I have not watched this in years, but I remember really enjoying it. Okay, now moving on to the Blu-rays. First, we have one of the first horror films I ever saw based on Stephen King's work, and that is Pet Sematary. It's the Blu-ray. I absolutely love this film. It's one of my favorite horror films to watch around October and around Halloween. I also have this on DVD twice. I have it separately, and then I have it as a double feature with the second film, which I also enjoy, and I have it on VHS as well. Then we have It, and I also have this on VHS. I have it with one of the classic book covers of it. The image of the the sewer with you can see his hand coming out of it, his green hand, and Georgie's little paper boat. I have that VHS release of it, which has a few minutes that are not on the Blu-ray that they edited out for some reason. And I do not have the new It film, and the main reason why is because I'm waiting for the director's cut to be released, which I've heard is supposed to be coming out in a few months. So once that comes out, I'll definitely pick it up. I did see It in theaters, and I really enjoyed it. Up next, we have Salem's Lot on Blu-ray. Also have this on VHS. Next, we have The Shining, one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen. I also have this on DVD and VHS. And then a non-horror movie, we got Stand By Me. Really enjoyed this one. Then we have the Arrow Video Blu-ray release of Creepshow 2. Really amazing release. I do enjoy this one, but I don't enjoy it as much as the original. And then we have the Arrow Video release of Children of the Corn, which I really do enjoy. I also enjoy most of the sequels. I haven't seen the last two, but I do enjoy the first four a lot, I would say. But yeah, really great addition. And then we have the Scream Factory release of Carrie. There we go. Sorry, my dog Wendy is in here eating her food, if you guys can hear her. And then the last one is The Green Mile, the Blu-ray digibook. Really great film. And that is it. That is my entire Stephen King book and film collection. Like I said, I really don't have the biggest collection. There are a lot of other films that I would want to pick up. I used to have a DVD copy of The Shawshank Redemption, but it had some scratches on it, so I'm waiting to pick it up on Blu-ray. And there are a few other films that I do want to pick up as well that I have seen. Sometimes They Come Back is one film I'd like to eventually pick up. I don't know if it's still in print. And there's a few others that I have seen that I just don't own. But that's pretty much all the films and all the books that I own. Like I said, and like I said, if I ever find any other Stephen King books that I want to pick up, I will eventually do that. But I'm not someone who's trying to get every single thing that he wrote. But I do eventually plan to pick up some more, and when I do that, I might do an updated video. But as of right now, this is just what I have. So thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all the books and all the films that I own that showed off in this video. As I said in my last video, I am now on Twitter, so if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'll leave a link down below. I will also leave a link down below to my Facebook page and to my Letterboxd page. I've actually recently started a Letterboxd account, so if you guys want to follow me on that, I'll leave a link down below. Anyway guys, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.